जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की श्री श्री राधा रस बिहारी भगवान की श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की श्री श्री गौनिताय की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। थोड़ा अंधेरा लग रहा है ना, लाइट चालू कर, सिर्फ नीचे वाला चालू कर। So today we will be discussing about the Chandan Yatra, which actually started on Akshaya Tritiya yesterday, but yesterday we heard the glories of this auspicious day of Akshaya Tritiya, and today we will be discussing about चंदन यात्रा। इन हिंदी जैसे ना कि करते हो तुम कन्हैया नाम हमारा होता है। एवरीथिंग कृष्णा इज डूइंग, बट कृष्णा लाइक्स टू गिव हिज डिवोटीज द नेम एंड फेम एंड द ग्लोरीज। सो इन दिस, इवन दो चंदन यात्रा इज ऑल अबाउट applying chandan, mixed with camphor, sandalwood paste mixed with camphor on the transcendental body of the Lord. This is the pastime, and that's why it's called Chandan Yatra. But the glories of Shripad Madhavendra Puri are sung more in this pastime, even more than the Lord. Because this is Madhavendra Puri is brought in center by Krishna himself, and we will see how it happens. Everyone in the material creation, everyone is just looking for name and fame so that he can become famous. But it's not possible. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Rai, who is most famous? And Ramananda Rai said, the devotees of Lord are most famous. So then we see here Madhavendra Puri is not hankering for any name and fame. Forget about name and fame, he is not even begging food to eat to sustain his body. Yeah. Because of the effect of Kali Yuga, many a times we have this concept called this is okay Prabhu, but we have to be practical. And we can see the examples. Actually, you don't have to be practical all the time. Because if you are practical all the time, then you lose that, zeal to do for Krishna. Because then you start calculating everything. Prabhupada did not calculate before going to West. At the age of 70, no sane person will go if he has to calculate. Without any money, without any connection. Similarly, Madhavendra Puri. So we will see a lot of similarities in these personalities, Madhavendra Puri and Srila Prabhupada. One had instruction of the Supreme Lord, another had instruction of his own Guru Maharaj. It's same mood and same success. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, is coming from Shantipur and moving towards Jagannath Puri. Then he comes to Remuna along with other devotees. He chants, he dances in front of the deity, which is known as Kheerachor Gopinath. But his name, this deity's name was not Kheerachor Gopinath, it was only Gopinath. How it became Kheerachor Gopinath, that is the pastime. And Mahaprabhu heard this pastime from his own spiritual master, Sripad Ishwara Puri. Because this pastime is connected to Ishwara Puri's spiritual master, Sripad Madhavendra Puri. And so he was relishing. And then Mahaprabhu is telling all the devotees present about this pastime. So, once upon a time, Madhavendra Puri, Madhavendra Puri has a, very specific characteristics. He will never ask for anything. He will never beg for food. Even though he is a sannyasi, he never begs. Whatever comes, he accepts. And if it doesn't come, no problem. Completely dependent on the Lord. So once Madhavendra Puri, he completed his parikrama, Govardhan parikrama. And after completing the parikrama, he sat near the Govinda Kut. Still if you go, there is a Madhavendra Puri Baitak, where there is a temple now. Now they have constructed a beautiful temple, where Madhavendra Puri sat, besides Govinda Kund. And he was sitting there. One cowherd boy comes, and he's telling to Madhavendra Puri, Baba, take this pot of milk. It appears that you are hungry. Take this pot of milk and drink. And I will come after some time to take back the empty pot. So Madhavendra Puri, when he saw this boy, was so amazed. All his he was revitalized. So much energy he is feeling. So he asked, who are you? He said, I am a cowherd boy. I stay in Vraja, in this town, in this village. And some of the ladies were going and they saw you and they understood you are hungry, so they sent this pot of milk for you. So Madhavendra Puri, when they heard such a sweet voice, I've never heard this voice. So even the devotees, when Advaita Acharya used to discuss Bhagavatam along with other devotees, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose age was not more than 4, he would come without any clothes on his body, he would come. And everyone, including Advaita Acharya, he got mesmerized. So Madhavendra Puri is so renounced. How can it be possible that he can be attracted to the voice or the form of any mortal? So definitely he is not an ordinary boy. But because of Yoga Maya potency, Madhavendra Puri is not able to understand. So then boy left. He said, I have to go. I have to milk my cows. So you drink and I'll come back. So Madhavendra Puri saw. He drank the milk. And after he drank the milk, he a little bit dozed off. And in the dream, he had a dream. He saw in the dream, same cowherd boy who gave the pot of milk, he came and he took hand. He took Madhavendra Puri by his hand and took him to Govardhan hill, to the bushes. And he told Madhavendra Puri, I am here, I am inside this ground. Please dig it up and take me out. And then he explains how, this deity of Sri Gopal actually was installed by Vajranabh 5000 years back. Vajranabh Maharaj, great grandson of Krishna, who has installed 12 deities in total in the Vraj. So then this cowherd boy is explaining that I was living very nicely, but there was an attack from the Muslims. And so pujaris, in fear, they hid me inside the ground, and due to fear of his life, he ran away. And now Muslims are gone, but so I should come out. I'm feeling so much, heat inside. So please take me out. Bring some villagers and take me out. Install me on the top of the hill and construct a beautiful temple. And this was the dream, the first dream Madhavendra Puri. We'll discuss about 3 dreams he will have. So Madhavendra Puri immediately, woke up and he was blissful. Anyone who is having Krishna, who is having a dream where Krishna is coming, he was blissful. But at the same time, he was feeling a little ashamed that how can I take service from my Lord? And he was also feeling remorse because he couldn't recognize, he could not identify. Otherwise, he would have served the Lord. But Lord wanted some other service. Many a times, it happens that we want to serve the Lord, but according to our own desires. And that's technically not called service. But then what to do? Okay, then there's a compromise between the person who's giving service and between the authority who is, creating that service. So both, okay, chalo, find some middle way. We'll see in this case of Madhavendra, there is no middle way. There is absolutely no middle way. That's very high standard. So then Krishna wanted him to do this service. So immediately Madhavendra woke up, he went to the villagers. He called villagers, he said, this is the dream I got. You come, bring your choppers and spades so that we have to clear the path. It's all dense bushes are there. So we have to clear it. And they cleared with the choppers and with the spade, they dug. And what they found is Sri Gopal ji. The deity of Sri Gopal. And they were amazed. Earlier they thought, okay, Madhavendra Puri is saying, let's try. But there is a deity. And immediately they brought out the deity and installed. How they installed? They kept, Madhavendra Puri kept one big slab of stone, and that became like an asan for the Lord. And then one more slab behind for support. And this is the temple of Lord. And Lord told him, after bringing me out, give me a bath, because I'm feeling lot of heat. So bring me water from Govinda Kund and give me a bath. Now the festival starts. Now everyone in Govardhan and entire Vrindavan village and Vraja know that Lord has come back. There, Prabhupada writes, actually Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnas Kaviraj Goswami writes, Vrindavan is the place where, you can practice bhakti very easily. It's natural for Brajabasis to love Krishna. It's very natural. So then everyone started bringing, then they brought 9 pots. And then they started giving the bath to Lord. 900 pots of water were brought from Govinda Kund. And Govinda Kund is adjacent. 900 pots. Because they're feeling so, hot. And then with lot of oil, scented oil, like we massage, they massaged the Lord. And the Lord's body started looking very glossy. It shines. And the festival goes on. So many other, things are being offered. And then again water. Then again some powder. And then last, the scented water. The last bath. And they decorated him very nicely. Madhavendra Puri said, let us arrange for some prasad, for bhoga, for the Lord. And when Brajabasis heard, everyone brought. There were 10 brahmanas who came and they were engaged in preparing grain things. Chapati, rice, so many varieties of rice. So many varieties of rice and chapatis and puris. And 5 to 7 brahmanas were engaged in making sabjis, dry sabji and liquid sabji. And more came. They prepared sweets, they prepared bada and badi. Krishna's Kavita Goswami rice. Bada, badi and kadhi. So many items are mentioned. If you want more details, then you go and read Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, because Krishna is personally guiding how to celebrate Annakota festival. And he gives the list. This is all should be there. So then they prepared and they put a cloth, because you cannot have such big vessels. So they put a fresh cloth covered with leaves, a lot of rice, like mountain of rice. And then chapatis all around the rice covered. And then all different kinds of vegetables in different pots around the chapatis. And then sweets. This was the offering to Gopal. Madhavendra Puri was very happy to see this festival of his own Lord. And they offered, Madhavendra Puri personally offered the food items to the Lord. And then after some time he said, distribute to everyone. Every person should get this Mahaprasad of Lord. Whether old or young or a child or a woman or a Shudra or a Brahmana, everyone. Like Krishna told, even dogs should get this prasad. So they distributed prasad, and then Madhavendra Puri now has to organize. So he organized for the rest. The Lord will take some rest. After eating, some rest is needed. So then they arranged a temporary bed, and the Lord was put to sleep. Then Madhavendra Puri started, the Lord has come, so we have to do so many other services. When the management comes, when service comes, management has to come. So now Madhavendra Puri is thinking, very interesting. Many times our understanding is so shallow. See, Madhavendra Puri is a devotee who is just traveling all over the holy places, not even begging food. That means he is not doing any management, only bhajan. But here is a situation where the Lord has appeared, and for the service of Lord, he has to take up management. So this is devotee. He does not say, this is my nature, this is not my nature. A devotee means devotee. He is servant, eternal servant, he will serve. Whatever is required, I will do. If Arjuna had to become a eunuch, he will become Brihanalla for the service. If he has to become a warrior and fight Bhishma, he will fight. That's what the principle of Bhagavad Gita is. So Madhavendra Puri now has to arrange everyday service. He cannot say, now you take care. I'll do Govardhan Parikrama and leave. How can you leave? The Lord has appeared to you. So then he started discussing how things will happen. The news reached not only to the Braj Bhumi, but outside also, and everyone was requesting Madhavendra Puri, please allow us to do this Annakut festival. So then Madhavendra Puri said, okay, one by one, turn by turn, everyone was given this opportunity to serve the Lord. So every day one village would come and prepare the food, varieties of food, and then offered. So every day was Annakutta festival. Every day was Annakutta festival, and so many villagers came. Someone gave milk, unlimited milk items. Then whatever grains they had in house, they gave grains. They gave cows. By evening, Gopal had thousands of cows. He became the richest person in the Brajabhumi. Everyone gave cows. He is Gopal, so all the cows are his only, and he became the richest personality. Then one rich businessman from Mathura, because Mathura is a town, so all the capitalists, they stay there. Vrindavan is a village, cowherd men, cowherd women, some grains, what they can offer, some simple cloth. But Mathura is a town, a business hub. So then they come, and one of the merchant, he makes a beautiful temple for the Lord. So we can see how everything manifested in just one day. One day festival, obviously temple construction took some time, but everything was arranged in one day festival. So Prabhupada very interestingly write in this verse, the wonderful festival and installation of Sri Gopalji was arranged in one day. Certainly all this was accomplished by the potency of Gopal. No one but a devotee can understand this. Now, here the purport. I will not read full purport, some part of it. The Krishna consciousness movement has spread all over the world within a very short time, within 5 years. And mundane people are very much astonished at this. However, by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, we understand that everything is possible by the grace of Krishna. Why does Krishna have to take 5 years? Even in 5 days, he can spread his name and fame all over the world like a wildfire. Those who have faith in and devotion to Krishna can understand that these things happen so wonderfully by the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are simply the instruments. In the fierce battle of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was victorious within 18 days simply because of Krishna's grace was on his side. So, if Krishna wants, everything is possible. See how even a small child in the world now knows what is corona. If corona can spread by Krishna's mercy, how much Krishna himself can spread his own name. But Krishna gives this service to his devotees, so that we all get opportunity to glorify Lord, to preach his message and become purified. Otherwise, how much time it will take? Many times, sometimes devotees, they ask that why Krishna is not just, for Krishna is just, in a moment. He can just deliver entire material creation. He can transform entire material creation to Vaikuntha, all the Jivatmas delivered. Why all this so much problem? Lord has to come, past times, and then scriptures, and Guru has to come, sadhus have to come, temple has to be created. Sometimes people think. You know why these thoughts are coming? Because of laziness. You don't want to serve Lord and you want everything to become Vaikuntha. What will you do in Vaikuntha? Sleep. This is laziness. If you have service, why can't you do service? If you have love and affection for someone, you would definitely want to do something for that person. We see in the material world, husband is doing for wife, wife is doing for husband, parents are doing for children, children are doing for parents. Just some material affection is there and they are doing. Imagine the spiritual affection and intense love if we develop for Krishna. If you want to develop taste for chanting holy name, then you have to chant holy name. By chanting, you will develop the taste. Similarly, by serving the Lord under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master, we will develop taste for serving the Lord and we will become servants of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada gives example, a drunkard person, he drinks and he gets drunk. It's not that he has to become drunk by any other means and then he has to drink. Just by drinking he'll become drunk. So simply by chanting, he will be intoxicated by love of Godhead. Simply by chanting. In Narasimha Puran, Lord Narasimha is telling, Krishna Krishneti Krishneti. One who chants this name, Krishna, 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 I deliver him from the hell. So sometimes, there's a doubt, Ram came before Krishna, then why we are chanting Hare Krishna, why not Hare Ram? Here Narasimha Puran, Lord Narasimha is telling Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So it is not that Krishna's name appeared 5,000 years ago. It's eternal holy name. Lord is eternal. So then, Prabhupada is saying, within 5 days Krishna can do. Actually once what happened, Prabhupada made his disciples sit. And he said, how many of you are convinced, sannyasis, 1972, how many of you are convinced that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead? And everyone was like, so we are doing some service. How many of us are convinced Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead? At least my conviction is not there. Some theoretical understanding is there. Krishna is Supreme Lord, I am eternal servant, but there is no conviction, there is no realization. One who has realization, then you see their personality, their service attitude. So, okay, we are going. Then Prabhupada says that if Krishna wants, he can give you entire world in 18 days. He gave to Pandavas. Then Prabhupada is saying, but what will you do? Krishna can give you, but what will you do? How can you manage? Maharaj Yudhishthir could manage because of his love for Krishna. So then Prabhupada gave them hope. Keep on doing. You will develop, one day you will develop this, realization that Krishna is Supreme Lord. And we are not just worshipping some stone. We are worshipping Supreme Lord. So, theek hai. We are engaged, somehow we'll do. And then Madhendra Puri, he arranges, so now, people are coming, offering. And then 2 Brahmanas come from Bengal. So Bengal has been a hub for creating Brahmanas for deity worship. It appears like that. Still today, same situation. So Madhendra Puri got 2 Brahmanas from Bengal and he said, very nice devotee. He was very happy. He initiated them and gave them service of deity worship. If you go to Govind Dev temple in Jaipur, so there is Radha Govind Dev, a small deity, Gaur Govinda. This is Kashishwar Mishra, Srila Kashishwar Mishra, his deity. So actually, Kashishwar Mishra was staying in Puri. Mahaprabhu said, Rupa Goswami wrote a letter to Mahaprabhu that we have temple, we have deities, but there is no pujari, please arrange. So Vaishnav Maharaj told me this in Jaipur. I said, that means Maharaj, this problem is not new. Please arrange pujaris. The pujari problem is not new. He said, yes, it is in parampara only. So then please arrange some pujari. And Mahaprabhu tells Kashishwar Mishra to go. He said, no, I cannot leave you. So see, we have this tendency. Obviously, Kashishwar Mishra is a pure devotee. His love and affection is stopping him. But later on he agreed. But we also have this tendency. I will not do this service. On that day someone was giving class. He said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Gadadhar Pandit, Chaitanya Avatar posturing, that this is sense gratification. Service is there. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was asked, where would you like to leave your body? He said, Kurukshetra. And devotees asked, why Kurukshetra? Gaudiyas, they go to Mayapur, they go to Jagannath Puri, they go to Vrindavan. Why Kurukshetra? He said, Srimati Radharani is in need. She is trying to pull the chariot of Krishna towards Vrindavan. She needs the devotees there. What will I do in Vrindavan, Mayapur or Puri? Where the service is, I will go there. That's the mood of acharyas. That's the mood of a devotee. Where the service is, I will go there. How Madhavendra Puri is complete Babaji, and from there, in just one day, without any notice, without apparent training or so-called, he is like become manager now. Obviously, he is a pure devotee, but now he has to manage. So whatever is required for Krishna's service, I will do it. If we are able to do that, that means we are devotees. If you are not able to do that, chant your rounds more attentively, and maybe one day we can come to this stage. Whatever is required for the Lord, we will do it. That is the meaning of service. No? Servant means what? We act according to the desire of master, not to act according to our own whims and fancies. Kali Yuga, we are all conditioned souls. Very difficult. But at least we should have a theoretical concept. At least theoretically we should understand we have to reach there. Right now I am not there, but we have to reach. Even if we don't know that, then we will be complacent and will not advance in bhakti. So there are three things: to come in bhakti, to stay in bhakti, and to advance in bhakti. Yeah? To come in bhakti is one thing, many come. To stay in bhakti is another thing, very few stay. And to advance in bhakti is very, very rare. And that's what we want to achieve. So then he arranges these two brahmanas are initiated, and this is how service goes on. And 2 years have passed. Madhavendra Puri is there. The personality who is traveling all the holy places, suddenly he is there at 2 years. Sometimes we like to travel, and then we are told, don't travel, do this service. Sometimes we don't like to travel, and we are told, go and travel and do this service. So that opportunity is a test by Krishna. Krishna is testing time and again. Time and again Krishna is giving us test. How much advanced you have become, how much you love me, how much you have developed affection for me. Or you are just putting a show of wearing tilak and kantimala and chanting. Ohe mana tumi keshera Vaishnava. This poem of Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, if you read the translation and purport, Jayapatak Swami Maharaj has translated, very heavy. The way he gives beating to the mind. I think there should be something written, a disclaimer. Weak-hearted personalities, please do not read this. Whimsical personalities, please do not read this. One who wants to enjoy the independence, please do not read this. It's very heavy. Someone may go in depression only. But that is how we have to kick the mind. Very, very heavy he has written, entire poem. Similarly, I don't know how many of you have read Vrindavan Bhajan. It's by Prabhupada. 28 verses. In English he has written. Small book, Vrindavan Bhajan. Same lines. Prabhupada is speaking on same lines. Very heavy. Before going to West he wrote. If you read Prabhupada's writing in 1945, 1950s, all these articles he wrote for newspapers, and that became the book. Those Bengalis were translated into English by His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, and that became the book known as The Sword of Knowledge. Very heavy. See how Prabhupada is non-compromisingly writing that. So they are very interesting, and we should read that. So then Madhavendra Puri, now after 2 years, gets another dream. Krishna is telling in the dream, In this way, the deity worship in the temple was very gorgeously performed for 2 years. Then Madhavendra Puri had one day another dream. In the dream, Madhavendra Puri saw Gopal. He said, "My bodily temperature still has not decreased. Please bring sandalwood from Malaya province and smear with pulp over my body to cool me." To cool me. So after 2 years, still he is feeling, because it's Leela. It's a Leela of Lord where he wants to glorify his devotee. Now Madhavendra Puri is glorified in this area, but I want Madhavendra Puri's glories to go global. So Krishna is taking responsibility. That's Krishna's responsibility. So then he says, Malayaja anayana nila chala haite ane haite nahe tumi chalaha tvarite. He says, bring sandalwood pulp from Jagannath Puri. Kindly go quickly. Tatkal. Book the ticket and Tatkal. Prabhuji, I will go for this service plus, but give me 15 days. I want to do some bhajan, then I will go. Now go quickly, Lord is saying. Okay, Madhavendra Puri will say, okay, I have so many now disciples and they are all at my service. I will just instruct them and they'll go. They'll be happy to do. When a person, especially the preachers, they get a lot of fan following. It's very easy to be, that's why Maya captures preachers first. So it's very easy for a preacher to be swayed away because so much fan following is there. So many people just bowing down, and you walk like 100 people, talk, bow down. And then definitely, it's very easy to think, I am representative of Lord. Actually, internally we are convinced that we are Supreme Lord, but just for the sake, we are thinking that I am the true representative of the Lord. I am an Acharya. But what Acharya has to do, that is something different only. So when people will bow down to a preacher, it goes to head. So that is why if he thinks, if he is an Acharya, then that person has to exhibit that quality by performing the things, by doing things on his own. It should not happen that, as Prabhupada says, these modern world leaders, they are sitting in their bunkers and they are telling the soldiers to fight. A leader should lead. He has to do more service than anyone else. Then he is a leader. So Lord is saying, kindly go quickly. Since no one else can do it, you must. Lord is telling, no one else will be able to do it. You go. How far is from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri? 2000 miles? 2000 kilometers. No train, no car, no bus, no flight. No Vimana. No Vedic Vimana. Okay, he can just, go and Krishna is arranging. And it's not that he told Krishna, my dear Lord, I'm ready to go. But you see, please try to understand. How will I walk? Give me some facility. You are Supreme Lord, you can do anything. You can bring Jagannath Puri also here. We apply logic because we are born of shortcuts. Entire life, from childhood, what we have seen, shortcut. And especially now, last 20-25 years, everyone is looking for a short way. In what do you call? Instant coffee, instant idli, and now sabjis are ready-made. You have to just put in water and then open the packet and eat. Everything in there. Chapatis, instant chapatis. So everything is becoming instant. Now walking from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri will not become instant. If you see devotees of Krishna, they never look for instant. The reason is they enjoy serving Krishna. They relish serving Krishna. It's like someone is there who, suppose someone is planning to celebrate his birthday party, a rich person, no corona situation. And so now, what do you think? He'll just come to temple and put some money in hundi, take some Charanamrit and celebrate and take a small piece of cake and eat and go home. Will he be happy? If you tell a rich person, this is how we should celebrate birthday, he'll say, okay, I'll do that because it's auspicious to celebrate in front of Lord, but I have to have my grand party. Thousands of people. You see the marriage in the homes of rich people or even in the poor people. There's so many arrangements they do. They don't look for shortcuts. If you tell a girl and a boy, both of you are getting married, take this pinch of vermilion, sindoor, take these 2 garland, Mahaprasad garland, take this Mangal Sutra, exchange, we'll take one photo, we'll give you marriage certificate, go. Will they be happy? Will that person be happy? No. I have to arrange video shooting, I have to arrange camera wala, and nowadays they arrange few people, so that every angle, and then I have selected of the band baja walas, different tunes, and then DJs, and this place for reception, this place for marriage, and Vedic also, and modern also, and they go in so much detail. Even the cards, I don't know how many of you have seen, so many different varieties of cards of marriage have come. This box, someone gave to Maharaj, this here only, big box. I said, what is this? This is marriage invitation. I just, did that person give you to distribute to further devotees or what? He said, no, this is one card. I said, just thick. And there were dry fruits, laddus, and at least 8-9 leaflets where Krishna's pictures are there. Obviously that personality was a devotee. So much arrangement. How many months they prepare. And then we have to serve Krishna, and it has to happen instantly. We don't want to put our intelligence, we don't want to put our mind, we don't want to put our body, we don't want to put our consciousness. Look at our situation. Prabhu, how will I know that am I advancing in bhakti or not? Everyone knows whether he or she is advancing in bhakti or not. Everyone knows. You don't have to ask. You see your consciousness. There are meters available where you can check. Like there is thermometer, there is oximeter. Water meters are nowadays we are using these 2 meters. So you have your own meter to judge what consciousness you are. You have to just chant Hare Krishna mantra, read Prabhupada books, hear lectures, associate with devotees, and you will realize what is the level of Madhyendra Puri and what is my level. There cannot be absolutely any comparison. I am not even a blade of grass in front of this, Meru Parvat like personality called Madhyendra Puri. That is the glory of Madhyendra Puri. So then Madhyendra Puri has to walk. And he has to walk, see how he walks. Madhyendra Puri became very glad due to ecstasy of love of Godhead, and in order to execute command of the Lord, he started east towards Bengal. He was ecstatic. It's not that, okay, let me take some journey prasad and this. Okay, in modern situation, we are not advanced. Take all the facilities, but serve. Nowadays, okay, facilities are given, but after facilities, still we don't serve. Where are we standing? And then we want to go to Goloka Vrindavan. Prabhu, I am not going to Vaikuntha. Neither Saket. I want to go Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan. And I am not becoming anything like a Shantaras, like a cow or, a tree. Madhyendra Puri is tree in eternal world, and you want to become a gopi or a gopa. Imagine our situation. Okay, your desires are very good, they are noble, and then work for it. Just by sitting in one corner and singing, we shall overcome, we shall overcome. कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. We shall overcome one day. You will never be able to overcome this material world. You have to do something, no? Krishna is extending his hand, you have to at least grab. So if you want to go to spiritual world, if you want to be free from this, villain or a terrorist called mind, then you have to work. There is no shortcut in bhakti. Bhakti itself is a shortcut. What more you want? If there is a 100-storied building, so Prabhupada says different yogas, then karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, different buildings. But bhakti yoga is the top. Now bhakti yoga, there is a level. Suppose first 25 buildings, first 25 stories in the building are karma yoga. That is also different level, no? And then jnana yoga, and then dhyana yoga till 75. 76 onwards starts bhakti. Prabhu, now I am doing bhakti. No, but your helicopter which will go to Vaikuntha will come on the roof. So you are at the 76th floor, still 78, 79. Gradually you go 99, 100, and then you go to the terrace and Vimana will come, take you to Vaikuntha. Not just by chanting Hare Krishna, we have to incessantly chant. We have to chant with love, not with offenses. If chanting is happening with offenses, we are not going. So Prabhupada says, continue. Yes. So we should always, a sadhaka should always consider two things. When Akrurji was going from Mathura to Vrindavan to bring Krishna and Balaram, he had these two thoughts. Shukadeva Goswami explains. He's saying that I am so abominable that I have served this Kamsa who wants to kill my Lord, but still I served him. Why will Krishna be merciful on me? He will not even give me darshan. So that is one situation. But if you just focus on this situation, then you will go to depression and you will leave bhakti. So then he immediately gets another thought that whatever I may be, but Krishna is Uttama Shloka. He is supremely merciful and He will give me mercy. If you focus only on mercy, that also will not work. Then we will not chant, just mercy will come. So a devotee, especially a sadhaka, has to consider both together. Both together has to be considered. So then Madhavendra Puri starts and he reaches Shantipur, where he initiates Advaita Acharya, and then goes towards south. He reaches Remuna. Because walking, visiting every holy place. So in Remuna he finds out, he's talking to a pujari. He finds out what are the special offerings you do for Gopinath. It's like one pujari goes to another temple, he'll immediately see the deities, what kind of offerings you do, what kind of jewelry you use. Like one preacher meets other preacher, he will ask, Prabhu, what are you using? How are you attracting more crowd? So that's how he is asking. That what do you cook? Then one pujari gives, this. And then he talks about Amrita Keli. Nowhere in the world you will get such nectarian sweet rice. That's why its name is Amrita Keli. And then Madhavendra Puri is thinking, if without begging, if I can get this, I will not beg. If I get this, then I can taste and I can prepare same for my Lord. When the thought came in the mind, he heard the bell ringing. The pujari just finished the offering. Then he thought, he felt so bad, he thought that what kind of consciousness I have. The Lord is honoring prasad, bhoga, Lord is eating his own food and I am, thinking about getting that. So then he leaves. He leaves that place. There are 12 pots of sweet rice offered And when Pujari takes all the offering, all the prasad, he doesn't count, he takes all. And then he goes and takes rest. So then he gets the Pujari gets dream where where Gopinath is coming, not yet Kheer Chor, ho gaya, Kheer to chori kar liya abhi tak. So Kheer Chor Gopinath comes in the dream and he says, you haven't seen. You have to do your service meticulously. One pot I have hidden. And you find out my devotee Madhavendra Puri and give him that pot. He had a desire. And I would love to fulfill desire of my devotees. So then he immediately gets up, takes bath, wears fresh clothes, go and he sees that there is a pot. And he finds out, he goes to marketplace. Who is Madhavendra Puri? Who is Madhavendra Puri? Is there any devotee named Madhavendra Puri? And Madhavendra Puri is hearing his name. Someone is calling me out. Okay, I am Madhavendra Puri. And he said, Lord himself has stolen this pot of, sweet rice for you. He pays obeisances. And everyone comes to know. Madhavendra Puri is ecstatic. If we come to know that Lord has stolen something for us, what we'll do, immediately take out phone, take a selfie, write some, note and spread it. Okay, chalega. At least Lord has stolen for you, so you are fortunate. Sometimes we think, why to give trouble to Lord? Let me only steal. Trouble to Lord, no? Devotee should take responsibility on his shoulder. I will only steal. Don't give trouble to Lord. That happens everywhere. If you forget, gold or silver, something, you can easily find out. But if you leave Mahaprasad, if you can find your plate, empty plate, you are fortunate. Otherwise, that also goes. So then, Madhavendra Puri feels that, now everywhere will be praise. I don't want that. Devotee does not want his name and fame. So then he goes. But before Krishna is arranging, now Krishna is involved. Before Madhavendra Puri reaches Jagannath Puri, his glories have reached. Like a wildfire. So when he reaches, everyone says, oh, you are Madhavendra Puri, you are Madhavendra Puri. And Madhavendra Puri actually eats that entire sweet rice and he keeps the pot and makes, turns the pot into powder and eats every day. Because Lord personally picked that pot. So much love he has. So then everyone knows. It becomes easy also. So Madhavendra Puri tells Pujaris of Jagannath, he says, I want 80 pounds of sandalwood and 2 pounds of camphor. So they immediately arrange and they don't take any money from him. As Madhavendra Puri now, Krishna spread his glories. So Krishna's devotees, they use their own glories also in service of Krishna. So then they arrange, and now he has to go via Bengal, and Bengal is a Muslim, county. So then they will disturb him. So they gave him a letter. But we are sending from Jagannath Puri temple to Govardhan temple, so please do not take any tax. This is our, inter-temple transfer. We also do that. We also transfer from here to here. We send books, so we send the letter. From ISKCON Bombay, we are sending to this place the books, then we give the letter. So they gave the letter also to men to carry. Otherwise, how will Madhavendra Puri? They thought, how will Madhavendra Puri carry this? So Krishna arranged 2 people to carry. And they are carrying, and Madhavendra finally, he left, and while coming, again he came to Remuna. It's on the way. Krishna's temple is on the way, why will you not take darshan? So then he goes and takes darshan. Pujari immediately understood Madhyendra Puri has come. Huh? He takes the pot of sweet rice and gives to Madhyendra Puri. He says, take it, otherwise again I will sleep and Lord has to wake me up. And then again I will have to, disturb my sleep and go. So you take. Not that way, but out of affection he felt that, Madhyendra Puri is so dear to Lord. And then he took some rest there. Again Gopal came in the dream, third dream. That Madhyendra Puri, I am very much satisfied with your service. But there is no difference between me and Gopinath. The Lord didn't wanted Madhyendra Puri to carry Chandan all the way to Vrindavan. Too much trouble. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, he felt, Lord said that my heart is paining to see your humility. So for Lord it feels pain when he sees devotees serving like this. And that is where we serve like that, the Lord will say, enough is enough. Come back. That is the time he will say that. So even if you are not able to perform physically, mentally, intellectually, still you serve, then Lord will say, come back. Ho gaya. You are done with material world. Now come back to eternal spiritual world. Imagine. So, and we are finding difficulty to serve even with these young bodies. Can you imagine when we will, become like 50, 60, 70? What will we be able to do? What kind of services? The body may dwindle. It has to dwindle. It's the law of material nature. But the enthusiasm has to increase. And that will only increase when the anarthas from the heart gradually are wiped out. And we develop taste for holy name. Then we will be able to serve. So then Madhyendra Puri got this dream that there is no difference between Gopinath and me. So you apply a sandalwood paste mixed with camphor on the body of Gopinath. And I will accept there. Apply every day till the time it gets finished. So that Chandan, that sandalwood went on for 21 days. And it was Akshaya Tritiya, which we celebrated yesterday. This started. Chandan Yatra festival. And after that, Madhyendra Puri stayed there only. When he told the pujaris of Kheer Chaur Gopinath, now the name has changed, Kheer Chaur Gopinath. So when he gave them camphor, 2 pounds camphor and 80 pounds of sandalwood, the pujaris were so happy. Free mein mil raha hai? Hare, we are getting for the Lord, why will we not accept? They were so happy. And they started making paste. Sometime, the thoughts, we can think anything. A conditioned soul, how much he can do, I don't know. There's a limitation. But thinking, he can think anything. So one student asked me, hey, why we have to take this, stone and then just, take the paste, add little water from Achman Patra and then rubbing. Why so much? Just put in the grinder and you will get this powder of sandalwood. And then add some water, rose water, and it paste. But let's see what Lord has given instruction regarding this. Actually, our acharyas also explain, when you rub, this sandalwood and make the paste, it becomes more fragrant. It will not come, and your heart will get cleansed. The most important activity is to cleanse our heart. not just to make the paste. Paste making, if you do, it's for the Lord, then your heart is cleansed faster. Then he says, when the priest of Gopinath saw Madhavendra Puri, he offered him respect and giving him sweet rice, prasadam. Okay, this is the third dream. Madhavendra Puri said, smear the body of Gopinath with camphor and sandalwood I have brought for Gopal in Vrindavan. Do this regularly every day. If the sandalwood pulp is smeared over the body of Gopinath, then Gopal will be cooled. After all, the Supreme Person of God is completely independent. His order is all powerful. I think when he gives the second dream, there he says that you should make the paste. Ghasite, ghasite. The word is used. That ghasite, ghasite. Not use the mixer grinder. It's a service. So if we do that, even if we don't have love, we don't have any affection, we don't have any mood to serve, just by serving, our heart will be cleansed. It's like medicine. We don't want to take medicine. We want to be cured. That is for sure. Nobody likes to have a diseased body. But I don't want to take medicine. Especially the Ayurvedic medicine, they are bitter. And you have to do too much tamjam. Make some paste, and then add some honey, and then make another paste mixed with water, then make another paste mixed with milk. Too much. And now that's why Ayurvedic doctors are also bringing tablets and capsules. But still, if we do that, if we eat, what happens? We get cured. If you take medicine knowingly, unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly, you will still get cured. If you put the hand in fire, it will burn. And Prabhupada says, ignorance is no excuse. You cannot say, I didn't know that fire will burn me. It will burn. So similarly, devotional service is so powerful, this holy name of Lord is so powerful, so potent, that it will burn to ashes all the anarthas in our heart, all the anarthas. Whatever our situation may be, whatever. The most wretched person in the entire material creation, if he chants Krishna's name, he'll get purified. He'll get purified. And he'll be eligible to go back to Godhead. That is the potency of bhakti. That is the merciful nature of bhakti. Lord is so merciful. So, now we said that Prabhupada and Madhavendra Puri similarity. We are celebrating 125th birth anniversary of Srila Prabhupada. Madhavendra Puri was doing his bhajan, Nirjan bhajan. Mahaprabhu says to Nityanand Prabhu, he never kept any companion. And then he is ordered in the dream that dig this place and bring me out. And Prabhupada, after he left his house, he took Vanaprastha ashram. What he is? Even though he got instruction before, he could have easily stayed in Vrindavan and completed his bhajan. What is completing bhajan? He is already a Siddha, Bhagavad Vaishnava. He is doing his bhajan. But he has an instruction. He has a mission which he has to fulfill. Similarly, like Madhavendra Puri, he left. Then second dream, he did some management. You read the struggle of Srila Prabhupada. One struggle in Boweri, when Prabhupada, before ISKCON, that struggle in Boweri, and bigger struggle which was in Delhi. He's traveling, his the factory in In Lucknow he has to sell. There was no money. Prabhupada used to give goods on credit, and many of the businessmen, they cheated. They didn't give money back. And Prabhupada has to sell to repay to his creditors. Then 7,000 rupees stolen from his Prayag pharmacy in Allahabad. Then somehow he got some place in Jhansi, which we yesterday heard, on the Akshaya Tritiya, which he formed League of Devotees. 1.5 year struggle. Everything was taken away. Obviously that same League of Devotees became ISKCON. It was formed on Akshaya Tritiya. It is eternal. So much struggle. Then he has to go to Delhi. He is thinking, shall I take a rickshaw or shall I eat breakfast? That much money he had. You read that part when he is struggling in Delhi. It is said, crying in bewilderment. Crying alone in bewilderment, the chapter names. So much, especially when an age of Prabhupada was 62 and 63. If you read that. No, not the age, it was 1962-63. If you read that pastimes, 1-2 chapters, your heart will melt, it will sink. Not only melt, it will sink. What struggle Prabhupada has to undergo. But he accepted. He's distributing books and he gets a sunstroke. If we get sunstroke while distributing book, next maybe few months we will not even go out of the temple. And Prabhupada is lying on the road, nobody to help. After few hours he gets up, again starts distributing books. Once he was distributing books in Delhi, one bull came and hit him. And Prabhupada felt unconscious. He woke up, again started distributing books. When we read Lila Amrita, then we realize where we are, where we have to reach. Then Madhavendra Puri was given instruction, you go. Nobody else can do it, you go. And Prabhupada is given instruction, you go to the west. Nobody else can do it. He was ordained. And nobody else could do it. Unsuccessful attempts were made. But Prabhupada was ordained to do it. Like Krishna selected Madhavendra Puri, Krishna selected Prabhupada to go to west. And whatever problems, Madhavendra Puri also had so many problems en route. And Prabhupada got 2 heart attacks. Krishna personally comes and takes care of Prabhupada. And he says, don't worry, I am pulling your boat. In 1963, Rupa Goswami gave darshan to Prabhupada. And then he told him, you go to west, everything else is taken care. That's that Prabhupada was asked, how many years it takes to perfect the japa? Prabhupada said 30 years. Because 1933 got Diksha, 1963 got instruction from Rupa Goswami. He says 30 years. Somewhere I read Bhaktivinoda Thakur says 40 years. Anyways, 30, 40, we have to chant whole life. Don't expect in few years perfection in chanting. Prabhupada is showing from his own example. Then Prabhupada has to go and struggle so much there. So much. At least in Madhavendra Puri's case, his glories reached and things were arranged. Prabhupada's glories are not yet, advertised by Krishna. And Prabhupada has to struggle one more year. And nowhere he thinks, I shouldn't have come. What is it? Yeah, sometimes he is feeling separation from Vrindavan. That's a different emotion. But he has a mission to fulfill. And once Madhavendra Puri pleased Krishna by struggling and getting this sandalwood paste and camphor. Krishna said, you give, don't carry it, back to Govardhan. Just give it to in Ramana only. Madhavendra Puri Samadhi is also there in Ramuna, just behind the temple, Kirchor Gopinath. It's 2 minutes walking. Once Prabhupada, showed to the world, created a history of struggle, not achievements, created a history of struggle. Then Krishna says, enough. Now you have done. Now what I will do? Just watch. And next 10 years, nobody could even conceive what happened. What happened in the world in next 10 years, 1966 to 76. 77, more of the time Prabhupada was stationed in Bombay or Vrindavan, but the way he traveled, where is the health problem? Where is the wealth problem? No problem health, no wealth problem, no followers problem, no facility. Everything is coming, royal treatment. You see how Krishna did with Madhavendra Puri, Krishna did with Prabhupada. Similarities. The first thing, we have to become servant. Leaving our own nature. If someone can give up his nature and serve, all glories to that personality. Krishna is so impressed, so pleased with that person. Going against the nature is impossible, almost impossible. But even if someone does that, taking instruction from his own spiritual master, if someone can do it, he will please Krishna. It's like you have to swim against the stream, and that too upward. It's difficult, but if you can do that, and it is possible for a determined soul who has taken shelter of holy name, who has taken shelter of spiritual master, he can do it. Prabhupada said, one of the god brother of Prabhupada asked, now our Guru Maharaj has left. How will this statement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Prithvi Dhyachayata Nagaradi Gram Sarvatra Prachar Hoibe Moranam, how this will be fulfilled? Only hope was Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, and Prabhupada was a householder that time. Prabhupada told him. Prabhupada said, even if a fool who has complete faith on the dust of the lotus feet of his spiritual master, he will do it. Bhakti is not about your skills, your talents, your qualification. Because that will have a limitation. Your skills will have a limitation, your talents will have your qualification will have a limitation. Bhakti is about surrender. You surrender, my dear Lord, use me the way you want, I am yours. Use me the way you want me to do. You tell me what you want me to do. But Prabhuji, I don't have skills. You don't worry. If you surrender, Krishna will do through you. You don't need skills. You don't need talents. You don't need any qualification. That is only like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, that is like a boja on your head. If you have, well and good. If you don't have, no problem. But in both the situation, first we surrender and then let Krishna use us. And let our spiritual master use us in service. That's what Prabhupada did. That's what Madhavendra Puri did. This is what we should learn. We should just first surrender to the holy name, to the Lord. And let Krishna do what Krishna wants. Sometimes, we decide, Prabhu, I think I should do that. I think I should do that. I think I should go there. I think I should go there. I think I should do this, do that. Oh, what are you thinking from? Your contaminated mind? A contaminated mind, like Navakirtan Maharaj says, Malin man ki har baat hai bekar, Hari naam hi hai sar. Our mind is so contaminated, what thoughts it will give? It will only give you thoughts and plans and ideas so that you can continue to live eternally in this material world. That's the only thought mind can give you. Contaminated mind. And that's why the process, first thing Rupa Goswami says, out of 64 items of bhakti, first thing he says, Guru Pada Shraya, surrender to Guru. Second, Diksha Evam Shiksha. You take initiation and education from the spiritual master in Krishna's holy name. And third, serve the spiritual master. And fourth, serve others under the guidance of spiritual master. Even if you have to serve anyone, even if you serve Lord, it has to be under the guidance of spiritual master. And that's exactly Srila Prabhupada did to teach us. He is an Acharya. He is teaching us. And Srila Prabhupada said, I never felt alone. I never felt I was alone. My spiritual master is always with me. So this is what we should learn. And then serve the Lord. Taking the dust of the lotus feet of Sripad Madhavendra Puri and Srila Prabhupada. We should pray to them. We should beg for their mercy. That even if we can get drop of the mood they have, we are out of this material world. We will not be bothered by anything in the world. So that is what we learn from this pastime, and we should try to apply. Have complete faith, even if I am a completely contaminated, the most contaminated soul in the entire material creation. Still, if I take shelter of holy name, I will get purified. Krishna has assured. So we should have faith in chanting of holy name. The rest, let Krishna do. He brought us here, He will take care. We didn't come on our own to spiritual life. Krishna brought us. And He will take care. Prabhu, if I leave my body and I have not completed, what will happen? Whose bhakti you are doing? Krishna's bhakti. So do you think Krishna is not capable of taking care of your bhakti in next life? This life also Krishna brought you, because previous life you would have done some bhakti. So Krishna brought you. He will bring you again next life. And then eventually He will push you out of this material world. You know, like that goalkeeper. He kicks the ball, and Krishna will not kick like that. Krishna will put you in the Vimana and tighten the seat belt. Otherwise, what will happen? If you don't tighten the seat belt, what will happen? Oh, Swargalok. Wow. That's why Krishna tightens the seat belt, put the number lock, and doesn't tell the lock number to us. So that we do not, alight halfway through and then go to Swargalok. Go directly, take a Duranto Express, go to Vaikuntha. So have faith. We should have faith in chanting of holy name. And don't think too much, just serve. And Prabhupada used to say this, just do it. Actually, Nike came after that. They stole. Prabhupada used to always say, just do it. And Nike just stole it without giving any copyright benefit, any royalty to ISKCON. It's okay, let them be happy. But we should not think, we should just do it. Okay? Hare Krishna. Shri Chandan Yatra Festival ki, Sripad Madhavendra Puri ki, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.